Sometimes the things we try hardest to leave behind end up showing us who we really are. This week, we're meeting a few Texans who prove it. In El Paso, one woman turned a word people used to hide from into a badge of pride. And in Bangs, a couple found possibility in a place the map almost forgot. And in Grand Prairie, a man who's running out of time has learned how to make every moment count. Because sometimes the most beautiful parts of life begin where we least expect them. So why don't you hop in, travel with me. My name is JB Salceda, and this is Texas Country Reporter. Located in the middle of the desert, half a day's drive from any other major Texas city has given El Paso its own very unique culture. For native Chelsie Evaldi, there's no better way to celebrate what makes this city different, quite like her store, Chuco Relic.
Not Texas, we're not New Mexico, we're not Mexico, we're our own city, our own flavor. And so we can laugh about it because we understand maybe you don't get it. But at the same time, we know that it's beautiful and that it's unique. And before people weren't embracing the uniqueness of it. They were just saying because we were different, it was bad. But now people are understanding that because we're different, it makes us unique and it makes us beautiful. When we think of artists, we think of it that if it represents the culture of the border and of El Paso. We have different artists that will submit different works, but it has to, and every artist is talented in their own way, but it does have to go with what our theme is, which is the frontera El Paso region. So the way that it started when I decided that I wanted to feature local artists is I would really go to the markets and I would see stuff that I liked, that I felt other people would like, and I would ask them, hey, would you like to sell your art at my store? Some agreed, some didn't. And so that's how I started, by going to the markets and seeing who would want to sell. We also have artists in-house. So we have Steven Espinosa and Ursula Avila, who they're the ones that have mainly been the ones designing our shirts now. We used to have other artists create the designs, but now that we've gotten bigger, we are able to have in-house designers, and so they're the ones that make the designs now.
These are so cool.
Yeah, this is Macha Ubi. So Macha Ubi, she's actually a soldier. She's a single mom soldier, and she does these on her spare time.
Although Chelsie has become El Paso's biggest hype woman now, there was a time when she left and was prepared to never look back.
So I went to school in Abilene. I got to play soccer there, and then I went to live in Austin. I got to live in Austin for a few years, and then I got the opportunity to live in Ireland for 6 months, and that's where the world's kind of shrunk for me. I was like, it's not that hard to travel. It's not that hard to get from here to there. And so when I moved back from Ireland, even then, you get homesick. It's totally different. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm moving back to El Paso, because I could have moved back anywhere, right? I had my work experience, but I thought, no, I'm going to move back to El Paso because I don't want people to continue to say that it's not a cool place, because it really is. After living in all these places, even living in Austin, I saw the potential of what El Paso could be by seeing Austin, and I felt like we could do it better. Honestly, I was like, we can do this way better, because we still have that local feel. We still have really good food. We still have the sense of community where I feel other cities have just expanded, where they're become so big, right?
Chelsie is a living embodiment of the blended culture found in El Paso. Though located far away from most other Texas metroplexes, El Paso is divided only by the Rio Grande from its sister city, Juarez, making it a place like no other.
We're right in the middle of two cultures, and so we're very unique. We're very different from the rest of Texas, because we just get to experience a lot more different things. We get to experience the Mexico. I grew up in Juarez, so I got to cross over every day, wake up at 5 in the morning to come to school in El Paso, and that was a unique experience for me, being able to grow up in Juarez, go to the parques every weekend.
Not quite Texas, not quite Mexico. All Chuco, as Chelsie would like to say.
It's a nickname for El Paso. And the way that it came up to be is because of the pachuco, the zoot suit style. It's said that it originated here. So Tintan, which is a Mexican actor, he's the one that made it popular, made it famous, and then from there it traveled to California. So a lot of people think it's from California because of the zoot suit riots, but it's said that it originated here. So from pachuco, it was shortened to Chuco. That's one story. Another story is that downtown there used to be a building that was called the Shoe Company, and people from Juarez worked there, and so they would say, voy a ir al Chuco. And because, you know, it says Shoe Co is a company, and so it just became like, oh, okay, Chuco is El Paso.
But the term Chuco hasn't always been universally beloved by El Pasoans.
Chuco was associated to like that old English font, to the Cholo vibe, to malandros, to people that were up to no good. And now people flock to all the lowrider displays, the shows and stuff like that. So there's just been this shift, and I think it was just a shift of mind of like, maybe it was connected to that, but there's also, it's still part of our culture. It's still part of who we are. And so that's where the shift came. Literally wrote it down in 2016, I'm gonna make Chuco cool. And everybody dreams of different things, and that was my mission. I really made that my mission, and I think that's why I was successful, because I really said, I'm gonna make the word Chuco cool, I'm gonna make El Paso cool by representing the local artists, because I knew that it was cool since I had left and come back and realized how unique it was. And so now that people see it, that people are proud to name their business Chuco Burritos, Chuco everything, it's like, check, I did it.
You've been here before. The dusty streets, the quaint storefronts of a town that used to be busier. Maybe you took a wrong turn, ended up in a place you'd never heard of. Or maybe you were driving with no destination in mind, looking for the open road to clear your head. Daniel Wright took a drive like that once, and he arrived at an old gas station that would lead to a unique family project.
I left like 4:30 in the morning. I just like hit all these like small towns just south of 20. And then I came back and I was thinking, well, man, maybe we do want to like get out of town or like buy a place out of town. It didn't take me quick to realize that like anything like in an hour radius of like Fort Dallas is unaffordable. Like even to Weatherford, it was like, I couldn't believe how expensive places were. Well, and then on my way back home, I passed this place. I said, well, I don't even know what this place is, but it looks kind of cool. Maybe this is affordable, you know? And so I came home, I told her about it. And I was like, I don't know. It's like, maybe it's like an escape route for us if we don't want to stay in Fort Worth forever. And it took a while. I mean, I think from the time I passed this place to the time we actually owned it was a year.
I mean, he came home and he said, I found this cool place. I knew he was taking this little trip, and he likes this part of Central Texas, going into West Texas, and he has good memories of like going this route to go hunting. And so I knew he had a love. I knew he was looking for something. He said, I found this cool place in Banks, and I said, where?
After a few years of manning his own retail brand, W Durable Goods, Daniel decided he was tired of trying to run a retail store. But he also didn't want to discard a lot of the decor and character pieces he'd collected over the years. And that's how this small place in Bangs became his reprieve from the rat race and a receptacle of relics from his old store.
I did not realize how much crap I had accumulated over the last 20 years of my life. And I was like, I need a place to put this. Like I can't get storage for this. I can't throw it away. So like you're looking at a lot of the stuff, like on this property is a lot of the stuff that I've been collecting for a long time. And this really gave a home for it.
A lot of what people said when they came into our retail store was like, I love this space, or like, I don't know what it is, but I just like this space. And they would say, I like your vibe, or I like your aesthetic. I said, it's not an aesthetic, we just like old stuff.
Daniel and Stephanie decided to turn their newfound haven for knickknacks into a full-fledged boutique motel, a design-forward place to hang your hat for the night as you continue your journey to somewhere bigger, all in little old Bangs.
A lot more people travel that road than we first realized. I don't know what's the number?
And they're on their way somewhere else.
No, I didn't believe the number. You know the number?
It's like 5,000 a day.
It's like 5,000 cars a day
Like
pass.
the-
Like We're just kind of like the place to stay on the way to somewhere else probably. But if you want to stay somewhere good, like where else are you going to stay in Brown County that's like this nice? You know, the Best Western's nice. My parents have stayed there. Nothing wrong with it. But if you want to stay somewhere like extra cool, you know, this is where it is.
Against all odds, Daniel and Stephanie turned a small gas station along Highway 67 into a restful halfway point for travelers. They've combined thoughtful design, modern comfort, creating a restorative effect for not just those who stay the night, but also their own family.
The kids love it. It's a little bit of an escape for. I feel like we're like preparing for our future too, and like there's something like psychological about knowing that we have this place, and it's like it's a place to go. The kids like it. I hope that we'll be down here and being able to tend to the property. We call her Crazy Plant Lady now because she's all like into the native plants and everything. My
dream would kind of be like they don't know we own it, and he's just like the maintenance man, and I'm just like the little gardening lady, like pulling my weeds. Like nobody knows, you know, and they just look at that cute little old lady. Yeah. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to just like not be known, and just like kind of in secret.
Yeah. Very cool.
I love that.
That's my dream.
Yeah.
Like it's a place where people are sad, they can come get barbecue. It's a place they can come to celebrate. It's a place where they're working hard, you know, I just need a good meal. It's just barbecue just puts a smile on everybody's face.
There are few things that will set a Texan's heart aflutter, quite like a smoky pit room attached to a popular barbecue joint. And if the scent of perfectly cooked brisket wafting in the air isn't enough to help you find Zavala's barbecue, then the street signs will definitely let you know you've arrived.
What streets are your restaurant kind of like on here on Main Street?
So we called it Brisket Lane because we have flawless brisket, according to Daniel Vaughn. And then funny enough, we made Sloppy Juan made a top 50 taco. So the city switched our road to Sloppy Juan. So we're actually located downtown Grand Prairie, Main Street, in between Brisket and Sloppy Juan. The two things that we're known for.
Flawless brisket and top 50 tacos are just a few of the things Joe Zavala whips up at Zavala's barbecue.
Oh, y'all got a tray. Y'all didn't do individual plates. No.
Originally started as a pop-up to showcase his unique backyard smoking style, Zavala's opened its doors in 2019 featuring tender cuts of meat just perfect for a hot tortilla.
I'm proud that you can throw any of our meats in a tortilla because growing up, that's all you did. You just, what kind of meat was cooked? You threw it in a tortilla, threw some pico de gallo, threw some salsa. It's great. Like I love throwing brisket on there. But our Sloppy Juan, I think, we get the most compliments in it because people are like, oh my God, this is amazing. But in reality, it's what we ate growing up. Just terrible barbecue mixed with barbecue sauce. Granted, we got 44 farms, really good beef in there. That makes it better, but it just comes to the purity of barbecue of just sauce, meat, and you can put it in a bread, but tortillas make everything better. How's the briskets today? Pretty good? They look great.
Your sides are you know, also I think some of the most unique out there.
So you know, this new list that came out, you know, Daniel Vaughn said it is the best potato salad in the state of Texas. So I will give it, I will say yeah, it is. Like it's ranch. Ranch makes everything better. We smoke it. Bacon, it's incredible, green onions, it's warm. Most people think it's gonna be cold and they bite into it and they're like, what is this? But personally me, I think our jalapeno cheese hominy is unbelievable. You know, I think people just follow like, they're like, hominy? They bite it like, this is amazing.
Cheers. It's sloppy, but man, it's good.
Featured as a two-time winner of the Dallas Observer's Top 100 Restaurants in Dallas, as well as one of Texas Monthly's Top 50 Barbecue Joints in 2021, Zavala's Barbecue has garnered Joe a huge amount of respect in the meat smoking world. It's been a journey full of ups and downs because just as the business was taking off, he received news that would change his life forever.
In February 2019, 8 months into rock and rolling, or actually 10 months into rock and rolling, I get diagnosed with cancer, multiple myeloma. You know, I go monthly to get treatment. And for 29 days, I lived carefree, and for one day, my heart stops because we're checking my numbers to see if my cancer's back, because it's gonna come back. But it's just like, can I make it till my son graduates? Like,
is it an inevitability?
Yeah, it's gonna come back. It's multiple myeloma, it's gonna come back. I'm on a maintenance program right now to try to keep it away, so think about it, I'm taking medicine to keep it away, and ultimately, hopefully that medicine keeps on working as long as possible. But one day, it's gonna come back.
For the past 6 years, Joe's been juggling the success of Zavala's BBQ along with his diagnosis. And it's opened his eyes to just how much cancer can impact your life.
People in the restaurant industry don't have insurance. And I was seeing people affected by cancer. So literally all we really focus on is people in the restaurant industry, or even if they play a part in the restaurant industry, like work at a meatpacking company or do supplies for restaurants. We just write a $1,000 check, no questions asked. 22, we raise $17,500. 23, we raised $18,500. Last year, we raised $30,000. This year to date, we're about $24,000. And we haven't had our big fundraiser, the Zavala's Bash, that is in every Labor Day weekend that we do. That's our biggest fundraiser. Again, thank you to everybody that's out here. You don't understand how many people y'all actually touch in the restaurant community.
The premier fundraiser for the Zavala Family Foundation, Zavala's Bash, is a backyard barbecue with a cause, where everything from the drinks to the silent auction goes to helping those battling cancer.
Our employees get into it. We all we cook food. We have a backyard party, and we get to make backyard barbecue, and people just enjoy it. And everybody gets to let their hair down, have a good time, and do something good for people. Ultimately we want to make this bigger and bigger to help people out. So we can write $2,000 checks or $10,000 checks. We're just going to start this out at $100. If anybody would like this, there's $100 there. Because cancer sucks. And the last thing you want to think about is financials. $3,500 when this is all for good cause, y'all. Don't forget this. $4,000 going twice. So, what's up? What's up, you brother? The thing I say what cancer gave me is I get to feel everything 10x. Because my son walking out for his last day of first grade, I'm like, this is the last time I'm gonna see him walk out the last day of school. The first day of school, is this the last first day of school I'm gonna see him? And the stuff that we take for granted, because we're supposed to see our kid from pre-K all the way till college, after college, the first day of school, the last day of school. But for me, I'm like, is this my last one? So I get to feel that more. And you can tell my wife, you can tell my friends, I'm a big old crybaby. I cry, and I love it. So it's weird. Do I slow down for life? I said I was going to, then I sped back up. But life has this funny thing of making me feel certain things more emotionally than I think most would. So I think that's what it gave me. I just want to say thank y'all so much for coming out.
Spend a few hours with Joe Zavala and you'll quickly discover that Zavala's barbecue is about more than meat. Sure, you can get some of the best Texas barbecue infused with Mexican-American traditions, where warm tortillas are served with massive platters and a playful riff on the sloppy Joe is the most popular thing on the menu.
It's nothing really.
But take a closer look and you'll see a man who made barbecue more than a business and used his personal trials as a platform to change lives.
To be, I think, a true Texas barbecue joint, you have to be part of the community. Because I think that's what makes Texas barbecue so great, is you are part of the community.
What does it feel like for you when you write that check and you drop it off? What goes to your head?
So when I drop off a check, I'm like, how do I go get more money? And I'm just always searching through social media. who can we help? And that's ultimately the goal, the only goal. How do we help more people? Hey, how's it going, Joe Zavala? Thank you so much for coming out. Yeah. You want one of the new ones?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. How are you?
Whether it's a name, a place, or a day we're lucky enough to wake up to, everything can change when we choose the angle from which to look at it. Pride can grow from pain. Joy can bloom in quiet corners, and even borrowed time can feel like a gift. All across this wide world, it's not about what we're given. It's about what we make of it. I look forward to next week when we'll continue on this journey down the back roads of Texas. Until then, my name is JB Salceda, and this is Texas Country Reporter.